The holidays are here, guys. So, ladies, I just want to give a few tips to help you beautify yourself. Is beautify a word? I think it's a word. I pray everybody is going to have a wonderful weekend. And I just wanted to, because we already know we going to the beauty. I already went and did mine. I already went to the beauty supply store. We already know, right? We're going to go in and it's lash time, it's nails time, it's hair time. So I want to get a few tips to you so you can make your look more natural, not as harsh, because a lot of things that we do, we don't realize it. Sometimes I see, like, I think I was talking about this, one of the celebs, that she's a young girl and she actually looked better without all of this stuff that she had on, the makeup and all those different things. But so I wanted to like talk about that, why some beauty trends are making Black women look older, harsh, or overdone, and we don't even realize it. So I want you to, challenge yourself. This is not to take shots or whatever, but I want you to challenge yourself. And it's nothing wrong. I always tell you, it's nothing wrong with wigs. It's nothing wrong with weaves. Hello. It's nothing wrong with lashes. Where it becomes a problem is where it's too much and you don't look like yourselves, or it doesn't look natural. So you just want to have that natural look with it, flowy, nice hair. You know what I mean? So especially soft if you want to be taken serious, right? So we have some, I might put some pictures up because sometimes we be doing too much. And I'm going to put some pictures up as an example of it. So some of the things, let's talk about how overly dramatic lashes change the facial structure. And you may not realize that, but it makes you, when you have them super long, it makes your eyes appear heavy or swollen. I've seen that. That even happened to me, guys, when I was doing a photo shoot many years ago. I had the lashes on. Now the photo came out gorgeous, but I couldn't even hold my eyes open. I was like, how the heck? And they were like, girl, you look sleepy, because it was just too much for me. I was like, hurry up and take these photos so I can get out of this, because they were too much. And now my eyes were swollen, so they can be swollen. It hides your natural beauty. I'm very big on it. Like me, I like hair away from my face, right? I like hair away from my face because I need you to, I don't want to take, even my shoes, I don't like shoes that overpower my feet, because I have nice feet. And it's the same thing. A lot of us will get these hairstyles that, oh shoot, hold on, I'm sorry. A lot of us will get these hairstyles that take away from our beauty. And I'm like, you don't want that either, right? So it'll hide your beauty, age the appearance. So a lot of us will get these dramatic things done, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're only 27. It makes you look older. These are talking about the lashes, and it distracts instead of enhances. So when you see people, and I know that I've seen them with white lashes and pink lashes and all these different color lashes, or they just so dramatic that it takes away. No, now we're not taking you serious. Now we're looking at you and we're like, okay, what's going on here, dear? Like, you need some attention, you need some help, so understand that it's going to aid you. So if you're going to get lashes, nothing wrong with it, the individual ones that they put on or the strips, but make sure it complements your face, not aid you or take away from your natural beauty. Okay. How certain hairstyles distort your face, such as extremely stiff wigs. And this is what we were talking about earlier. I had somebody come on. We were just on Beauty Pioneers, and I was telling them, I call them the George Washington wigs, the curly wigs, and they all long, and they have this, that right there, it ages you. Some of you are so young, but it makes you look older, and maybe you're trying to look older. Maybe you're dating somebody older. I don't know. But you want to stay away from hairstyles that make you look aged and tired. That's not a good look as well, right? Overly long, we talked about that, overly long lashes, that distorts your face. Thick box baby hair. The baby hair puts you in a certain class. Not everybody will take you serious. So keep that in mind. That baby hair thing is a no-no. It puts you in a certain class. And if you are, I know you see everybody doing it, but step back and look at the people the women that are doing it. and step back and look at the environment you're in. You know what I mean? And understand that that is just, it's a no-no. Harsh frontal glued low on the forehead. So that's when you're bringing it down here. I've seen women that have it down here and it looks bad, you know. So stay away from those things, because I know you're trying to keep your edges. So you're like, okay, I'm going to do that. If you can, just have them sew the lace front on as close to the edge as possible, and then just blend that in, okay? You don't have to necessarily put the glue on it. Let's see. You can explain how, you can explain how can I explain it? People are not going to question a lot of times, because I do, when I do the wigs, right? When I did do the wig and I'm sewing them on, it looks more natural, but you got to take your time. That stylist has to take her time and make it so it would lay so flat that you can't even tell that it's on there. You don't necessarily have to have adhesive, okay? And it'll last just as long. Again, it's going to hide your natural features. It hardens your face. You got to find hairstyles that don't harden your face. It gives a clownish or exaggerated effect. That's what I'm saying. The clown, meaning like the clown color red hair. If you want to be fun and you're young and you know partying, that's fine. But if you're older, or even if you're younger and you were just trying to be different, you can be different. You can get a beautiful bright copper, you know, that doesn't look so orangey either. So you can get different looks, but you just want to stand out, but you want to be natural looking. You want to shift the room, not make everybody stare at you like, what the heck? You know what I mean? You're going to pull attention away from your elegance, your class. Remember, class and elegance is not something that you buy. It is a being. You're that's just something. It's a natural being. And most women, a lot of women have it, but we don't tap into it because we're so busy saying, well, what everybody doing? Are they doing finger waves? Are they doing pin curls? That's what I'm doing. We're so caught up in that we don't understand that we have to find our own natural beauty, okay? Let's talk about how the beauty industry targets Black women with extremes, okay? We are being sold caricatures, beauty instead of elegance. So we're being sold this. That's not a normal thing. Even women of other race that wear hair extensions, you can't tell that they're wearing hair extensions. There are a lot of women that have very thin hair and they need to tape in extensions, or like the Kardashians, they did the round the world sewing in the center, right in the back, to give them length and to blend it in. So they understand how to wear it where it looks natural, it looks elegant. They could do updos, you could do all those different things. You can too. So understand that. But the industry has it where it's like, girl, you looking cute. You look crazy. We be looking crazy out there, y'all. We're copying trends that were never made for our facial features. Yes. So the ones of you that are bleaching your eyebrows and bleaching them red to match your hair, too much. It makes you, no one's taking you serious. You just assume you just want some attention. I don't know. Maybe you could go in the comments. Don't think that is a tag. I'm just trying to explain how you actually look. It's okay to be different. I'm very big on being different and have your own identity. But when you're doing it to a point where it's no longer attractive, and you just let us know you're just being funny. You know what I mean? You weren't trying to do that. These styles are making us look overdone and not elevated. As a woman, an aged woman, right? You want to be able to come into a room, and you're not even intentionally doing it, but you want to be able to come into a room and have your own style, your own aura, right? And walk with that confidence and feel great about yourself. But you can't do that if you have these long lashes. You can't do that if you have this clown-like makeup on. You can't do that. And there's nothing wrong with long lashes, but it has to look natural. You want it to pop, to accentuate your beautiful shaped eyes. You don't want it to overpower your beautiful shaped eyes, because then we can't see the beautiful shape of your eyes. Now we're just looking at these lashes and it's too much. You know what I mean? or when it comes to the hair. If you put in the lace front way down here, it doesn't look good. If you got those swirls and you're a grown woman, I'm talking about out of your 20s or late 20s, stop it. You know, it's not attractive, okay? You're going to stop and shift the room. You're going to change people when you have your own identity, and when you come in a room, you look beautiful, naturally gorgeous, and you can have the 22, 30-inch hair. You know, I look at Jada Waiter, she looks beautiful with the hair that she has in her hair. Or I forgot, Des Dior. I think they're beautiful girls or whatnot. Or even when she does wear her hair, what's her name? Nicki Minaj, or I'm just calling out the people that you guys pay attention to. These women look nice. You know what I mean? So you can rock hairstyles. I'm trying to think of regular stylists, people too, that looks really, really nice, and they're not doing too much, you know? You want to make sure that it's soft and elegant, clean, looks highlight of natural beauty. That's what men and that's what people pay attention to. You compare harsh looks versus soft looks, which you know I did a video on that. Overdone versus elevated, excess versus intentional beauty. You can be intentionally, naturally beautiful, right? And that is the key to it. You want to be able to flatter and not be too much. You know, it's like that, what they say, gaudy. You want simplicity, and you want a splash of style. You want the style, you know what I mean? But you still want to carry yourself in a way where it don't look like you tried. When you're going out, you never want to look like you're trying, even though you may be trying. You are trying, but you just want to make sure that you are walking and you feel comfortable in your true, authentic self. I think sometimes when I see women that do outrageous hairstyles and outrageous makeup and outrageous lashes, I think you're doing it not necessarily to cause attention, but because that's how you feel within yourself. And you try to make it like, oh, I'm this me, you know, whatever. But it kind of tells us what you think about yourself. You don't take pride in yourself because you may feel maybe something has happened, but you may feel like this is what you're worthy to look like. This is how I feel inside. And so when you demonstrate that, it actually causes people to wonder what's wrong with you mentally. No one's saying like she fabulous. Cardi B is loud. Cardi B is, you know, she's very strongly opinionated. She has a strong opinion. But she speaks out. She speaks. But if you ever really pay attention to her, even in her hood hairstyles, she's performing. But when she gets off stage, you see her every day. When she on the field with her guy, or when she's wherever she is, she looks like a lady. So know the difference. If you're going to perform, then you can do the clown stuff if that's what you want. But when it comes to just everyday look, or even a special holiday, tap into your softness and your elegance and your class. Let all that street or whatever low class stuff, let it go. I pray that this video helps you. And again, we have a few more slots open if you are looking for one-on-ones. I am going to be creating a new one-on-one where I'm doing customizing one-on-one with my clients because they want more time. And I thought the 4 weeks was good, but then I realized that it's not good. It's like we're just getting started. So we're going to customize those, what do you call it? Those coaching sessions. And what we'll do is we'll add in where we're dealing with the inner you, right? The inside of you. We'll also add in if you want styling tips, if you want, you know, how to look a certain way, maybe you have an event, whatever the case may be. Maybe you just want to shift in life and you need some extra stuff. I will customize it once we do a consultation to your liking, and I will put the weeks, and then we'll go ahead and that's how we'll price it, okay? So I pray this video helps you, and guess what, guys? I will see you next video. Bye.